Yes, there, I'm recording now. Good. So we studied the first conditional, but just for you to know, 1 second, we have the first, we have the second, we have the third, and then we have something that is called mixed conditionals. Okay, they are ways of expressing things that imply a condition. For example, I will go to the doctor if I feel bad. If I don't feel bad, I will not go to the doctor. Okay. If I study, I will pass the test. Okay. I mean, it's possible that I pass the test if I study. Okay. If it rains a lot in this city, I will buy an umbrella. Okay. It's something possible. I can pay it, so I can buy it, so it's possible. So we use the first conditionals to talk about possible things, things that can happen, things that are possible to happen, okay? I mean, it's not a problem for me to buy an umbrella. The umbrella is not expensive. I have the money. I can go to the doctor if I feel bad. It's possible, and I need that condition to feel bad. Okay, things that are possible to happen. And how do you form it? Nico, can you help me? How do you, what's the form? How do you make a sentence in conditional first?
If.
Yes, if. If is for the condition, right? See.
Yes.
Okay.
Simple present.
Simple present.
Simple present.
Yeah.
Plus.
Plus.
Future.
What is the future simple?
Will or won't.
Will in affirmative or won't, okay? Why we call it future simple or simple future? Because we have many futures. Okay, we have going to, present continuous, and then some others. So this is future simple, okay? Up to there is okay?
Yes.
Good. The second conditional, which is the conditional we are going to study today, is to talk about things that can happen, but it's less probable that they happen. Now I will give you an example, 1 second. It's less probable that they happen. Pay attention to this example. So it says, if I won the lottery, I could buy a mansion. Is it possible that I win the lottery? Yes, it is, but it's less probable. I mean, it's not super possible. It's 1 in 600, okay? For example, if I tell you, if 1 second. If I had 1 million, no, not 1 million. If I had $100,000, I would stop working and I would travel around the world. Is it possible that I work a lot and have that money? Yeah, but it's not so probable. You understand? It's possible, yes, but it's less probable, okay? And in that order, we have all the conditionals. So you will see that the first is the most possible, the second is less possible, and the third directly is impossible, okay? But now we're going to study only the second, and we're going to revise the first and the second, okay?
Okay.
Now, my question is this one. How do you think we form the second conditional? What do we use to form it? To write if. Okay.
A simple and present. Simple
present.
Past simple. Where is the simple present here?
No, past simple, perdón, simple, I won't.
Y el would, ¿qué sería, chicos?
A future.
Future.
Sí, pero ojo, porque es un futuro hipotético. ¿Ok? Ustedes tienen que saber que el would, después del would, el verbo va en infinitivo. El would le da al verbo la terminación de iría. Me compraría. Would go, iría. Es un futuro hypothetical. ¿Ok? Entonces, en la segunda condicional, you put on one part past simple and on the other would plus infinitive. Remember, the verb always in infinitive. Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. So I'm gonna stop sharing this and I'm gonna put something different. Here in campus, can you see campus now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So pay attention because we have some examples. It says if past simple, present conditional. Okay, present conditional is called would or wouldn't, the negative plus the verb in their form. Their form es el verbo crudo, el verbo en infinitivo. Okay? And you use it to talk about imaginary situations in the present or the future. But they are things that you desire, that you imagine. Okay? Lucas, can you read the first two examples that we have here?
Yes. If I won $1 million, I will buy a new car.
Excellent. And the second?
If I were you, I will quit smoking.
Yeah, pay attention to these people. This is very much used. If I were you, si fuera vos, pay attention that here, it's the only time when we can use where for I.
Well, okay.
Yes?
Well.
Because usually usamos was para el I.
Yes.
Pero en la condicional se puede usar el where para el I. Eso es muy importante detectarlo. Okay.
On
usually,
second.
Sorry,
Only on
what?
second. On second conditional.
Only on the second conditional.
Okay.
And only with I, Wada. You cannot say if she were. You can say it, but it's not so common. If she were you, it's not bad, but it's not so common. But with
Okay.
I, it's super common. Okay. And I wanted to tell you this, that you use it to give advice. Lo usamos para dar consejos. Okay. If I were you, I wouldn't do that. If I were you, I would talk to her. If I were you, okay, I would study more. Okay. Marta, can you read the two other examples, please?
If I were the president, I would lower taxes.
Okay.
They would stay longer if they had made more time.
Good. Pay attention. They would stay longer if they had more time. Okay. Pay attention to how complex and simple are these structures. Okay, because now that we know the structure, they are a very simple way of speaking better. Okay, of using English in another way. Okay, which is the idea. Wada, can you read the two last ones?
Yes. If I won $1 million, I could stop working.
Okay.
And if I had more free time, I could travel around the world.
Right. They are all imaginary situations, situations that you desire, that you wish for, things that you know that can happen, but they are not so probable. Okay, very good. So now we're going to talk about this one. Can you see the pictures on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Let's suppose we have these two houses. Okay. And I will ask you a question. Can you see the two houses? These files are on the computer, so if you can open them on your computer, it's perfect. We have two houses, and I will ask you a question. If you had to choose between these two houses, which house would you choose? Pay attention that I'm using the second conditional in my question. If you had to choose between these two houses, which house would you choose and why? is the question. Let me put it in color. I will put the picture in colors. 1 second. So look at the picture and tell me if you had to choose between those two houses. Which house would you choose and why? Wally, what do you think?
Yes. I
Here you have the house in
okay.
color. Well, look at the houses. Choose one and tell me why you would choose this or that one. That is one and this is the other. The houses and the people. Well, consider the people too.
Okay, I will choose the second because apparently all are have a good time and laughing and I think it's a good house.
What is good about the house? What do you like, Wada?
That people are funny, like that having fun.
Having fun. Marta, what about you? Which house would you choose and why? You have the first and you have the second. And tell me why you would like to live there, Marta.
Well, I would choose the first one. I see a family, a husband and a wife talking with a son taking his coffee, drinking his coffee. I think it's a nice picture. The other one, I see young people, but I don't see a family there. I feel that they are friends.
Maybe more like a hostel, no? Can be like a
Yes.
place. Yes. So maybe Wada is traveling around the world and she would live in that place because it sounds good, no? Okay, excellent.
Yes, or maybe they are roommates.
Roommates, yes.
Roommates, yes.
Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. Now, Marta, let's suppose this person is your husband. Okay, change the face, no? How can you describe him? Look at what he has in his hands, which is not a small detail.
Well, he's helping his wife with the wash or with the dishes wash.
With the dishes, yes.
And she has a delantal. I don't know how you say.
Yes, an apron. Apron, an apron.
Apron. It seems to me that the house works are divided between them. She cooks, he washes the dishes.
Collaborative.
Yes, and the son is reading the newspaper and drinking his coffee.
His coffee.
His morning
Lucas,
coffee.
yes. Do you think the son lives there, Lucas?
Yes, I think that.
Why?
¿Cómo?
Why do you think he lives there?
Because I don't know.
He doesn't look like a child, no?
Yes, but yes, he could are visiting. No.
He could be visiting the parents too.
Yes.
Yes, or staying for a weekend. Okay.
Yes.
Lucas, and in which house would you like to live? To live?
Mm,
Hmm.
In the second,
Why?
it seems that they are friends, and I would like to live with my friends.
With your friends? Oh,
With my friends.
yes, yes. I would like to live on the first house, and I will visit you on the second, but I will come back to the first.
Yes.
Okay, everything is in order. Good. Nico, what about you?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I like more the first house.
The first one. What do you like
I
about the
would like
first
to
house?
live more. The family looks very not fun. It's comfortable.
Comfortable. Yeah. They look like nice, no? Like peaceful or
Yes, like
normal.
normal. It's
Yes.
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 Yeah, like in a calm way, the way she's looking at him and they are talking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they organized.
They're gonna- And what do you think about the kid there, the kid on the table?
The kid, it is in a young man. It looks very young to me.
Young? How old do you think he is?
20
Mm.
or 19.
I
19.
think I'm about 30, maybe.
30?
I think he's for visit, not live with.
He's not living.
With-
Okay, yeah. You
Yeah.
think he's not living? He's visiting. Now I have a question, guys. At what time do people leave their houses in Argentina?
Mm. My sister left my house at 28.
She left your house when she was
Left.
28.
Yes.
Okay. The rest, what do you think? Marta, what about all your children? When did they leave?
Well, they live young because they study in Buenos Aires.
Right. Like
So
me.
when he finished high school, 17, 18, they left.
Yes, yes. It's
Yes.
like me.
Only one stayed with us, and he left our house when he was 26.
26. Okay, which was not common because all the others had left before.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now that I look back, I left my house in Entre Rios to go to study to University of Buenos Aires. I was a very young girl when I look back.
Yeah.
I was very young.
Yes.
Now that in the moment you had lots of adrenaline, you go and
Yes.
but
Mm.
yes, Marta, sorry.
No, you at that age you think you are old.
You're growing up and it's fun.
Yes, but
Yeah.
my sons have 17 or 18 years old when they left.
When they left.
And
Yeah.
they never came back.
No, once you leave the nest.
No,
Yes,
no.
you never come back. Wally, what about you?
Well, I'm 22, so I live with my parents.
Yes.
But my mom, I think she left when she finished your career. I think she was 25, 26 maybe. And then my father, when I was born, maybe 1 year later than my mom.
Yes. Wada, I also think that you live in your parents' house because you study in the place where you live.
Yes.
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 It's like what Marta said and what I said. I moved because the university in my place in the farm Campo, there were no universities. So I moved. Yeah, yeah, it's like that.
Yes,
Look, the same with you and Nico.
Yes, I have friends that moved from Mar del Plata when she, or I think my friend, she was 18 or around because she lives in Pinamar and don't have a university, so she thinks to move.
Or well, even some people, I know students that move to Tandil to study to be a vet,
A
No?
bit, yes.
or to Alcarce to study. There is an agropecuary.
I think it's agronomy.
Yeah,
Agronomy, claro.
yeah. So yeah, people. Yes, it's not common. Lucas, can you read what you have on the screen? Still living at home? Can you read it?
Yes, more and more young people in their 20s all over the world are living with their parents because it is too expensive for them to rent or buy a place of their own. Are you living at home? Are you happy with it? Post a comment. Still living at home.
At home. Good. Now, Marta, I want you to think and I want you to tell me when you left your house, okay? But in 1 minute, I will explain everybody what you're going to do. I want you to suppose you're not living at home. I want you to tell me where you would be living. Okay, that's for Wada, Nico, and Lucas. And Marta,
Yes.
I want you to suppose you're not living in your house right now.
Mhm.
Where would you live? Okay. And I also, Marta, want you to tell me when you left your house. Okay, so maybe Marta, you can start telling me in what moment of your life you left your parents' house. And then we continue with the rest.
I left my house when I was 24 years old because I got married.
Right. Yes. But it was not, you were in the same city?
No,
Yes.
no.
No.
I lived in Buenos Aires, and when I got married, I came to Mar del Plata.
Ah, good.
I was born here, and I lived here a lot of years. But when I was 17 years old, my father went my parents went to live to Buenos Aires. So I studied there. My husband studied in La Plata.
Mhm.
And when he finished his career, we married and we came to Mar del Plata. We live here.
Wow. So technically it was practical because you went to study and came back.
Yes, something like that.
Super practical. It's
Yes.
yes, of course.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Marta, and if I told you that you lived in another place, where would you live? What would you say?
I would live in the United States or in Spain.
Why?
Because I think the situation in Argentina is very difficult. I don't have hope in the future, and I am regret to not to take that decision when I was young, and I could go with my family and my sons to live outside this country.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, my husband. That was my husband.
Who was it, Marta?
Yes, my husband.
Oh my God! Ah, he's a
No,
very
I think now I won't do that because my sons are here and all my life is here. But I think that the situation is very difficult now,
Yeah.
and for long. I don't think it would be. If the people who live there, they miss the country, they miss their friends. I have one of my brothers live in the United States, but they live better.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. The only thing is that right now is not so easy to go as it was like 20 years before. Right now, they are more, you know, strict with things.
Yes, well, in my case, my husband is has the
Citizenship.
nationality. Yes,
Yeah.
we
good
could
law.
really, and all my sons too. But we didn't take that decision when we are young. I thought that the situation of the country will be better, but not now. And I compare how my brother lives and how we live here, and it's very, very, very different.
The style of life, the style,
The style of life,
in
the
comfort, in
security,
stress. Yes.
the prices are all the same.
Yeah.
When I was, for example, I went to Europe and I took trains that they were very faster, and here they don't exist in Argentina. So I think we have not a good quality of life.
Yeah, I think it doesn't depend. I mean, it doesn't depend of the political party you have. The situation is obviously not improving for anybody.
No. But the economic situation is for me is terrible, and I don't see the
The
light
way out.
at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yes.
Yes, it's terrible. Yes, I completely agree with you. And it's a topic, I don't know if it happens to you, Nico, but it's a topic, Nico, Luca, and Wada too, and Marta. It's a topic I talk to everywhere I go. Like all of my friends and say, oh, my rent, oh my, and it doesn't, like everything is increasing in weeks, like from 2 weeks to the other.
Yes.
Nico?
Yes.
What? Oh, sorry, Marta. No, Marta, go. Tell me. It's very interesting. You were gonna say something.
No, nothing.
No, Nico?
In my case, more like in my parents' case, everything is going. How is it say cuesta abajo?
It's going down.
It's going all down, and it's a shame that we had to live in this situation. So I would like to live in some other country where things are better.
Yeah, it's terrible. I think it's terrible. It doesn't. I don't want to speak because I'm not so optimist. I'm super pessimist about the situation, and so it's not good. But I'm super pessimistic. What do you think?
Well, in my case, I am study, but my plan is go to living in España.
Spain.
Because my father and part of my family are here, so I have the possibility, and like Marta says, I see the same. I don't think here I have opportunities and a plan of life, and it's very, very hard. And for that, I study, but maybe I will go to Spain.
Yeah, and we're talking about that. I mean, at least me, I burned my eyes at university. I studied 2 courses, and it doesn't make it. My husband, he's an architect. He again, like, it's so difficult, guys. It's everything is, and when you are young and you're tired, you say like, whoa, I'm young and tired. Like, then it's a problem. Lucas, what do you think? What do you feel about, what's your perception?
Well, if I given the opportunity,
Yes.
I would like to live in another country, but I don't know if that it's possible
Mm.
uh,
Yeah.
right now.
The one that has a good possibility is Wada here or Marta, but this time of her life, I think she has her house, her family. She wouldn't move
Ah.
mostly because of
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Yes.
And Wada, yes, go
That-
Wadi.
Yes.
Marta?
That decisions you have to make them when you're young.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
When you have nothing to risk. I mean,
Exactly.
what you can
Mhm.
risk is moving
Yes.
houses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
and I think it's terrible that the young people who study at the university and they are the future of this country, they are all going out to
Yes.
live outside the country. It's terrible.
It's sad.
Yes.
Because in a moment, Marta, I don't know if you remember or if you, in a moment when people left, you said, no, I love my country, I will stay. And now I said, yes, go.
No.
Like, go,
Yes.
go. Yes.
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 I
That's,
think, for example, in my case, I really like to live in Argentina. I love the country, but where the economy and all the situations we have, I don't think that going well. So I prefer move from other country and have a other quality of life.
Of life. Yeah.
Yes.
yes. Yes. No, it's I think we should be positive because we have to continue living. And I think most of our, I don't know, but I'm super mental, and I think that all this stress affects you. So you have to take it easy. We have to take it easy, you know? That's how we should take it. People, let's take a look at this, and then we will start practicing together, okay? I
Okay.
will give you today some beautiful homework related to a reading and a listening that I think you will like, okay? It has to do with the House of Tchaikovsky. You know Tchaikovsky? Yes, it's very interesting. So let's pay attention here. Nico, I need your help. We have numbers, number 1, 2, and 3. I want you to read the examples of number 1, and then I want you to read the theoretical explanation you have here. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
If I had a job, I'd get my own flat. If David spoke good English, he could get a job in that new hotel. I would get on better with my parents if I didn't live with them. I wouldn't do that job unless they paid me a really good salary.
Okay, so you go, Nico, with the explanation here.
We use the second conditional to talk about hypothetical, imaginary, present, or future situation and its consequence. If I had a job, we use the past simple after if and would or wouldn't plus infinitive in the other clause.
Excellent. Lucas, can you read the second example, please? Example number 2, the 2 examples you have here.
Okay. If your sister were here, she'd know what to do.
Should know what to do. Okay.
She'd know what to do. If I was warmer, what is the meaning of warmer?
If I was warmer, if it was warmer, if the weather was warmer, si
okay.
estuviera más calentito, I would have swim.
Okay.
Or we could have.
Yes.
So
we can also use could instead of would in the other clause. After it, we can use was or were with I, he, and she. Okay, we love all of them.
yes, it's very common with I. With he and she, it's okay, but with I is very common. One
Okay.
second, stop there, Lucas, it's okay. Now, pay attention that it says that we can change the could for the would. It's okay, you can change it, okay? In the
Okay.
second conditional, yes? And Wanda, can you read the last one?
Yes. If I were you, I'd go buy a new computer.
Excellent, number 3.
And we often use second conditionals beginning if I were you, I to give advice. Here we don't normally use if I was you.
Okay, so whenever you want to
Okay.
give an advice, consejo, you say if I were you. You don't say if I was you, okay? Yes,
Okay.
excellent. Now pay attention and then we'll start working. It says first or second conditional. If I have time, I'll help you. This is a real situation. It's possible that I'll have time. Now pay attention to the second example. If I had time, I would help you. This is a hypothetical imaginary situation. I don't actually have the time to help you. So you can say the same thing in first or in second. But yes, but what is different is the intention that you have. Okay? So if you say,
Okay.
if I have time, I will help you. It's possible that I have time. I would help you. But in the second, you say, si tuviera tiempo, te ayudaría. No tengo, no te voy a ayudar.
Pero no lo tengo.
Right.
Claro.
You understand? So
Yes.
there is a difference of intention. You have to remember that. And then it says, would or wouldn't plus infinitive. We also use would or wouldn't plus infinitive without an if clause. Clause es oración, con la parte del if, ¿sí? When we talk about imaginary situations, pay attention. It says, my ideal holiday would be a week in the Bahamas. I never buy a car as big as yours. ¿Qué usamos? La parte del would or wouldn't, cuando hablamos de imaginary situations, sin la parte del if. Porque ustedes recuerden que el would al verbo le agrega el debería. Nunca me compraría un auto como el tuyo. Ya estoy hablando de una situación hipotética. Lo que le saco es la condición. Le saco el if. ¿Sí? Entonces, repasando y cerrando. Yo puedo usar el would, y puedo hablar de una situación hipotética o imaginaria con una condición, eso sería una oración condicional, porque pongo la condición con el if, o bien puedo hablar de una situación imaginaria sin ponerle una condición a esa oración. Usarla sola con el would. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
have a question.
Tell me, Wadi.
The two options still second conditional. Sigue siendo
No.
el-
The conditional sentence is always with the if clause.
with if.
Always, yes.
Okay. Yes.
Any other question? Nico, I know you have a question, Nico. The would part, ¿no?
No, o sea, esa parte la entiendo, pero no sé, capaz que me tendría que aprender a expresar un poquito. Tendría que ponerlo en práctica primero para ver si que tengo alguna pregunta.
No,
Pero la
quizás,
teoría la entendí.
ok, lo que dice la teoría es que puedo usar el would para usar, en realidad es más simple
Claro.
que eso. El would es un futuro hipotético. Entonces, lo puedo usar con una oración condicional, es decir, con el if o sin el if. En un enunciado normal hipotético de una situación imaginaria. ¿Ok? Lo que dice es que las dos se usan para situaciones hipotéticas imaginarias. Una tiene una condición, la otra no. ¿Ok? Una oración, digamos. ¿Ok? So let's start working. In the first exercise, we have to write second conditional sentences. ¿Ok? And let's go ahead and first do the first exercise. I want to tell you something, people. Next class, we will see the third conditional. Y después vamos a tomarnos 2 clases para hacer todo repaso de todo. ¿Ok? Eso va a
Bien.
incluir diferentes actividades de la parte oral y expresión fluent del idioma.
Okay.
Que por eso es que
Ok.
estamos trabajando con estructuras, ¿ok? Para que podamos incorporar. So, let's write these sentences in second conditional. Let's do the first one together and let's read the example. It says, I not live with my parents if I not have to. So you have to write a second condition, and it says, I wouldn't live with my parents if I didn't have to. Okay?
Okay.
No
Okay.
viviría si no tuviera que hacerlo. Number 1, it says, Nick not have to commute every day if he work from home. Do you know what is commute? We saw it last class. Do you remember the last class or the previous class before last class? To commute is to go and come back from work every day.
Okay.
Especially for
Okay.
work.
It's especially for work. So,
Entonces,
well,
Nick
yes.
wouldn't
Yeah, continue, Lucas.
Nick wouldn't to commute
Mm-mm.
every day if Nick
You need the
wouldn't
verb.
commute.
No.
Ah.
Wouldn't.
Have
Have.
to commute. Yes, wouldn't have to commute every day if he
Works from home.
Worked. How do you write that word?
worked.
Spell it, please. W.
Ah,
Can you spell it?
O-R-K-E-D.
K.
K-E-D.
Excellent. W-O-R-K-E-D. Excellent. Worked in simple past. Okay, good. So can we do
Yes.
the rest and now we read it in 5 seconds?
Okay.
Do you have the file open in your computer so that I prepare the next activity or not?
I will open the file.
I will tell you, I think it's, 1 second.
Which is the file? In
Let me tell you.
October 21.
It's the one that says she, and I will put it right now because I
Okay.
didn't put grammar. I will change the name now, but grammar. And theory. Excellent.
Okay.
Ready, Lucas?
Yes. We have to do
The first exercise,
okay.
this one, Luca. I'm going to show you. This one? Can you see? Yes?
Yes. Okay.
Tell me if you have a question why you do it, please, so you can solve all your doubts or the things that you're not sure. Meanwhile, I'm gonna prepare the third activity. First, if you don't know what to put, first, second. Ready, people?
No.
Do you need help?
No.
No, thank you, teacher.
Okay.
Teacher,
Yes.
what's the past simple form of tidy? Like this?
No. You have to change. I want to send you the. You have to change the Y for the I, and
Ah,
you put it. I will send you reglas de deletreo. Okay, give me 1 second. Spelling past verbs. I will put it in campus, Nico. It's very useful what I'm gonna put. Normally, Nico, I don't know if you can see the screen. Can you see it, what I'm sharing?
yes.
Si la palabra, el verbo en este caso, termina en consonante más Y, cambia Y por I latina y agrega R.
Ajá.
I will put it in campus, Nico, for you to have it.
Pero play no termina en Y también.
Play es una excepción, pero played antes del A, de la Y que hay, no es una excepción. Play,
Es una
una
vocal.
A, no hay una consonante, pero hay muchos que son excepciones. ¿Ok?
Nada,
La mayoría no, la mayoría siguen esta regla.
nada. Gracias.
You're welcome. I will put the exceptions too. Tell me once you're finished. Okay. How are you doing? Any question?
No, 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 thank you.
I'm in 9.
Okay. Very good.
I finished.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay. Let's wait for Wadi. Let me grab my phone 1 second. Any of you, have you seen the series This Is Us?
Ah,
Mhm.
yes. Me.
Yes.
Which one?
No,
This Is Us.
No.
This, you should watch it. Wally, you should watch it. No, Lucas?
yes, no. I heard
yes.
that it's a good series, but I didn't see it. So
Yeah, it's a good series. It's a very, to me, it's very good. Yes. And to,
Yes.
what do you think about it, Lucas? What do you think?
Yes,
not spoilers, please.
No spoilers, no.
I think that is a good. It is a good series. I didn't I didn't see the last the last
Season.
¿cómo se dice? Season
Yes.
because it doesn't in Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
No,
The last season is not
But-
in Amazon Prime.
no,
I
no
think it is
yet.
now. Today, from today, I think it is.
Ah, yes. Ah, I don't.
I just saw it.
I don't
Have
know.
you seen all the others in Amazon Prime, Lucas?
No sé. I don't know.
No, but my
No.
question is, did you see it in Amazon Prime?
Ah, yes. No. Entendí. Yes, I saw in Amazon Prime.
Yes, because they are not on Netflix. They are from Amazon.
Ah, no sé.
No, you cannot see it in Netflix.
Ah, okay. Entendí mal.
Wadi and
Okay.
Martha, tell me once you finish.
Ah, sí, ya está la
Yes, I
temporada 5.
finished.
Yes, Lucas, I told you. Yes. So Martha, tell us when you finish.
I'm finished. I'm not sure about 1 or 2, but
No worries. Wadi, let's start with number 2.
Yes, I put if they didn't have such a noisy dog, they would get on better with their neighbors.
Excellent. If they didn't have such a noisy dog, they would get on better with the noisy neighbors. Nico, number 3, please.
Wait a second.
Sure.
Now, I wouldn't buy that bike if I were you. It's too expensive.
Excellent. I wouldn't buy that bike if I were you. It's too expensive. Very good. Lucas, number 4, sorry.
With no, with así sería. With the
We
will
with Zell, yes, or we would say.
with sell our house if somebody offered us enough money.
Okay, Marta, number 5.
If my mother-in-law lived with us, we would get divorced.
Okay, we could get divorced. Very good. Number 6, Wanda, please.
Yes, in this, I'm not sure, but I would. Would you share a flat with me if I paid half the rent?
Excellent. Would you share a flat with me if I paid half the rent? Very good, Mari. Very good.
Thank you.
Nico.
If my sister tie-dyed her room more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
Okay. If my sister tidied her room
Tidied.
more
Tidied.
often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Very good, Nico. Number 8, Lucas.
Okay. You wouldn't treat me like this if you really loved me.
Okay,
Loved
you wouldn't treat me like this if you really loved me. Okay, very good. Marta?
Yes.
9.
If we painted the kitchen white, it would look bigger.
If we painted the kitchen white, it would look bigger. Excellent, very good. One more, Marta.
What?
One more, number 10.
One more. You would think about would you think about camping if you cannot afford to stay in a hotel?
There is something wrong in the second part, Marta. What is the past? What can you say? How do you say the can in past there? You said if you cannot afford to stay in a hotel, right?
Yes.
And if instead of can, what do you have to put there?
I don't know.
Any can help?
Couldn't.
Couldn't. Could not.
Couldn't.
Ah,
Claro,
because
Porque
I
could
put the
sería
same
el
of
pasado
Marta.
de can.
claro. I
Ah,
couldn't.
okay.
Que nada tiene que ver con el could de verbo modal. ¿Ustedes se acuerdan que nosotros vimos que podíamos cambiar el could por el would? Bueno, ese es un
Yes.
verbo modal. Acá tenemos otro could que significa si pudieras, ¿ok? Que es el pasado del can, que lo vamos a ver más adelante, son 3, 4 clases dedicadas a los
O sea,
verbos modales, ¿ok?
El otro sería como podría y este sería pudiera. Bueno, sería lo mismo en realidad eso.
Sí,
Si
en
pudiera.
realidad
Una forma de decir.
lo que pasa, Lucas, la diferencia es gramatical, los verbos modales no se conjugan, ¿ok?
Claro.
Por ejemplo,
Ok.
must, les escribo acá, por ejemplo, should,
Ah, claro.
must,
Yes.
todos esos son verbos modales. Son
Claro.
verbos que yo no puedo decir must en pasado, por ejemplo. ¿Ok?
Claro.
Should en pasado, en futuro no se puede. No puedo decir
Ah, o sea,
we should.
¿es otra palabra en realidad para ellos o...?
Se consideran, los verbos modales son verbos que no se pueden conjugar porque hay un verbo para cada tiempo verbal.
Claro, ok.
Por ejemplo, el pasado de must es had to. Pero lo vamos a ver porque es un poquito más complejo, ¿ok? No los quiero mezclar ahora, por eso.
Ok.
¿Ok? A tener en cuenta eso.
Entonces quedaría, would you think about camping if you couldn't afford to stay in a hotel?
Excelente. Y
That's
también,
right.
sí, Marta, perfecto. Y también puede ser esto. Una cosa es pensarías sobre acampar, pensarías acampar si no pudieras pagar un hotel. Y la otra es, escuchen esta. Could you think about camping if you couldn't afford to stay in a hotel? Y la otra es, ¿podrías pensar en acampar? ¿Se entiende? La diferencia
Yes.
es sutil, pero es, ¿pensarías en acampar o podrías pensar en acampar? Sí. There's a difference. ¿Ok? But then we will see it. Don't worry. Porque nosotros dijimos que podíamos cambiar el would por el could.
Yes, yes.
Claro.
Okay? Por eso es que lo
Okay.
menciono, no los quiero confundir. So, first or second conditional complete with the correct form of the verb. Here we have the two conditionals. Come on. Come on, come on.
Teacher,
Yes.
I have a question.
You go with the question.
Con lo de would y could,
Yes.
que era lo de antes, lo de los verbos modales.
Yes.
Aunque son diferentes, el significado es el mismo.
Sí, pero para que te quiero mostrar algo, como para ir aclarando tu duda, y vamos a tomarlo como una introducción al pensamiento que tengas. Te voy a mostrar algo sobre los verbos modales. Un segundito, ¿eh? Can you see it on the screen?
Sí.
Bien. Los verbos modales tienen diferentes significados. De habilidad, de permiso, de consejo, de obligación y de posibilidad. Los verbos de habilidad son can y could. Pero también para pedir permiso, can, could y may. Es decir, es el mismo verbo que el verbo que nosotros sabemos, I can speak English, sí, es el mismo verbo. Es el mismo significado, sí, porque habla de una habilidad. La diferencia es que el verbo modal, en este caso, el diferente es este de permission, can, could y may. ¿Sí? En este caso, can,
Ajá.
could y may tiene pasado y presente. Pero hay otros, por ejemplo, advice, should, que no tiene nada. No tiene, yo no puedo usar este en pasado. Obligation,
Claro.
tenemos must o have to, que son distintos tipos de obligaciones, después lo vamos a ver. Una es obligación interna y otra es obligación externa. Externa es que el colegio te prohíbe fumar en el colegio, y otra cosa es que tengas cáncer y te estás muriendo, entonces la obligación es interna, no podés fumar. ¿Sí? Las obligaciones tienen que ver con eso, en los verbos modales. Y después de posibilidad, que van en orden de creciendo en orden de posibilidad. ¿Ok?
Ujú.
Pero la mayor diferencia de ellos es que no se pueden conjugar.
Ok.
It's easy to know if it's first conditional or second conditional because in the first you use simple present and future. And in the second you use would plus past. You understand what I mean? Are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Sorry, I got scared. I was like,
Sorry.
Zoom closed down. Tell me when you finish, please. Or if you have a question. Do you need help?
No,
Um,
teacher,
well,
I am on the 8th.
I finished. Ah, se fue.
um,
Finish, Nico?
Yes.
Was it difficult, Nico?
I finish.
Okay.
Did
Did you have any difficulties, people, before correcting? Anything that?
yes, number 1 for me.
I finish. No.
Okay.
I don't know if it's okay.
Okay, yes.
Marta, can you start with the first? Let's see how it was.
With the first,
Yes.
I'm not sure. I put my kids wouldn't get up earlier if they didn't go to bed so late.
I
did.
would put the get up in affirmative. Like,
Would get up
yes. My
with
kid,
earlier, va? My kids get up earlier.
más temprano. Yes.
ah,
They would get up earlier if they didn't go
Ah.
to bed so late. Yes.
ah,
Good. Lucas, number 2.
Where will you live if you go to the university?
So where? Repeat it, please.
Where will you live if you go to the university?
Okay, where will you live if you go to university?
Live.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Nico, 3.
A second. If you make dinner, I'll do the washing up.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Wally? 4.
If you lose your job, what will you do?
If you lose your job, what will you do? Okay, Marta, 5.
Oh, I don't know. We wouldn't have a dog if we don't have a garden. Negative, no.
We wouldn't have a dog
If we don't have a garden.
in the first part, you have wouldn't, Marta. So in the second part, we should have past simple, right?
If we have not a garden.
¿Cuál es el auxiliar que usamos en pasado? En presente es do y das. ¿Y en pasado?
Did.
Okay, so we wouldn't have a dog if we
Didn't have a garden.
We didn't have a garden. Excellent, very good. Lucas.
How will you get work if you sell your car?
Excellent, if you sell your car. Okay, Wadi?
If we sit in the shade, we won't get sunburned.
Excellent, very good. If we sit in the shade, we won't get sunburned. Number 8, Nico?
If you could change one thing in your life, what would it be?
Excellent. What would it be? Okay.
Okay.
What would it be? Number 9, Wadi?
He won't be able to pay next month's rent if he won't find a job soon. I confused.
Don't
in
worry,
that.
I will help you. In the first part, you have a will, right? Want in negative. Is it first or
Yes.
second conditional, Wada?
First.
So you use future simple, want in this case, in the first part, and in the second, you have to use what?
If he don't find a job soon,
But for he, she, it, do you use do or does?
Yo le puse
doesn't.
finds. Me olvidé del,
What, Lucas?
que me había olvidado de negarlo.
Ok. Lo más complicado es cuando dice not. Fíjense que le pasó lo mismo a Marta en la 5. Lo complicado de esto es recordar el auxiliar del tiempo verbal, porque uno se queda con presente, presente o pasado, pero lo que tiene que acordarse, lo que tenemos que recordar es el auxiliar que se usa en ese tiempo verbal cuando dice
Claro.
not, but it's just about
Claro.
practice, okay?
So
And number
it's-
10, Marta?
Sorry, teacher.
Yes, Wadi, sorry.
So he won't be able to pay next month's rent if he doesn't find a job soon.
Excellent. If he doesn't
Okay.
find a job soon. Excellent, very good. Marta, number 10.
If she has a job, she won't stay up so late every night.
The thing, Marta, is that in the first part we have past simple. So if we have past
He
simple,
would not. He would.
yes, she wouldn't stay
He wouldn't.
stay up
Up.
so late. Very good, excellent, guys. So, people, let me explain you the homework. 1 second. I'm gonna go to our campus. Here. So I put, I don't know if you can see it, a very short video with some explanation about second conditional. It's quite interesting, so if you can, take a look at it, okay? In number one, they are in the wrong order, but I will put, well, they have the numbers, okay? I will put class number 9-1, class number 9-2, number 9-3, and number 9-4. That's why I put 91, 92, 93, and 94.
Okay.
Okay, so you have in the first page, number 1, you have the activities for the article. This is the article. You have 4 situations of people who live in certain places, and then you have to solve these activities, okay? You have to read the article again and say who does these 4 things, okay? And then just do this letter C, okay? The other is not necessary because we worked with grammar, okay? So letter C. Is that clear? And then I will explain the rest.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have, then you will read and listen to the audio guide once to check, okay? Here you will have an audio, yes? About Tchaikovsky's house, okay? This is Tchaikovsky's house. Let me open the other so that you understand here. Here is the what you are going to read and listen to, okay? So you are going to read and then you have to work on these things. For example, D and E are the 2 activities you're gonna be working. It says, what is the connection between these things and Tchaikovsky's house? And you have to say, what's the connection with Maidanovo and Tchaikovsky's house? The Pathetique Symphony and Tchaikovsky's house, Alexei and Tchaikovsky's house. But that is after you listen. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Yes.
then, yes, in the text, you will see, well, you cannot see it from here. There are some words that should be highlighted, but you cannot appreciate it here. That's what happens when 1 second, people. I want to see. When I change the papers, cuando cambio las hojas a PDF, se cambian en blanco y negro. And muchas actividades no se ven. 1 second, I want to show you. Can you see it here?
No.
These words, estas palabritas que están en amarillo.
No se ve, teacher.
No, sorry.
No.
Now?
Yes.
Ah,
Ok.
ahí sí.
A ustedes no les figuran estas. No sé si le quieren sacar una fotito o algo porque no les figuran las. No, subo una imagen yo. 1 second. I will take I will upload a screen. I will upload a picture.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
you have to match those words with their definitions. Okay. Van a tener que unir esas palabras con las definiciones. Can you see it here? Exercise E.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so you have to match those words with these definitions. Les voy a subir al campus una imagen con la foto colorida. No se las paso a PDF porque si no, no las van a distinguir. Ok, good. Y lo más importante son los audios, que es lo que quiero que empecemos a practicar, ¿sí? Van a tener el audio que
Ok.
les conté de la guía y este que está acá, que es el 423. Okay, you will listen to 4 American architecture students describing their dream house and which speaker's house is, and you have to answer these ones. You have to do exercise A and B, okay?
Mhm.
Yes, so repasamos activity C from the reading, which is this reading. No, sorry, this reading, yes? Activity C, and then you have to do this reading with these activities, D and E, and then the listenings, okay?
Yes.
Can you see them? Yes?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
If you don't understand anything, you just ask me a question, send me an email, or whatever you want, whatever you need,
Okay.
all right?
Okay.
People, any questions before we say bye for next week?
No.
No?
No.
Any doubt? No? Are
No.
you okay? Okay, good. I wish you have a very nice weekend. Enjoy the sun. It's
Thank
very
you.
healthy. And be happy. Yes,
Thanks for you.
as happy as
you.
you can.
Thank you.
Bye.
Always.
Thank you very much.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you
Bye.
for your time. Bye, babies. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.